Yeah. Hey, good evening and happy Friday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry here in the Weather Center. I want to make sure that you have everything you need to know to make those weekend plans. We're settling into some fall weather. Those storms have been in and out. We're going to talk about the weather conditions for the weekend, and we'll also talk about that more extreme weather that we're seeing down in Southeast. However, first, one thing that's already happening tonight and a big event that is happening coming up this weekend is at the Botanical Gardens. And we want to bring in meteorologist Bailey Braun. She's going to join us live from the Botanical Gardens to let us know what is happening. Bailey, good to see you. Oh, it looks so beautiful and fall-like out there.
Yes.
What's happening at the gardens?
It's so pretty. I'm really excited to be here. You can already see all the beautiful fall colors happening. But yeah, Garlic Day is tomorrow, Saturday, September 20th. And it's going to be free admission for those of you who want to come out and do some garlic tastings and samples. And it's pretty much just going to be like a little farmer's market, I guess, for garlic. But it's going to be free admission, like I mentioned. But if you are going to be here for just the Botanical Gardens in general, then you're going to have to pay the entry fee. But otherwise, it should be really fun. There's a few bakeries that are going to be here, including the Wild About Dough Bakery and, of course, the First Colony Farms Bakery. They're going to be doing some sourdough samples. So it sounds like a great time. So I don't know. What do you think, Melissa? You think it's going to be great?
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Farmers market for just garlic. I mean, how could you go wrong? But I want to know, I've heard that there are some sort of spooky things or Halloween things along the trail there at the Botanical Gardens. Have you seen any of that?
Yeah, if you just look to my left over here, we've got some interesting things going on. This is just a little sample of what some of those Halloween decorations are looking like. And when I came out here earlier, there's a bunch of scarecrows that are out here, so there's a bunch of cool scarecrow decorations. And so yeah, the holiday decorations are happening. And I also heard that for the Botanical Gardens that's going to be going on the next couple weeks, costumes are encouraged. So if you're going to come out here, you don't want to miss out on that. You want to get dressed up for it and really enjoy it. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. It's pretty cool. They've got a few other lights and decorations going on too. So yeah.
Nice. All right, so Bailey, that's not what I was expecting when you panned over. I expected like some pumpkins or something. I wasn't expecting, witches turned upside down, but that is awesome. I know you have a bigger sneak peek for us coming up here tonight at 6 o'clock right here on Alaska's News Source Live. So we will see you then.
Yeah, perfect. See you then, Melissa.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, let's get to that weather forecast and talk about the conditions that we are looking at as we head into the weekend. Maybe you're planning on heading out to the Botanical Gardens or other outdoor events this weekend. If you're in Southeast, you need to know we are still going to see that extreme rain, unfortunately lingering into the weekend. This is what it's looked like there this afternoon. Raindrops non-stop on the camera lens. Really poor visibility in Ketchikan that may be impacting some travel conditions there. It's also a little cooler, sitting at 57 degrees right now. Temperatures again still holding in those mid 50s. In addition to the rain, we're also seeing those strong wind gusts at about 31 miles per hour. So breezy winds, wet conditions, and looking at the rainfall total for this past month, this is just really interesting. So back at the beginning of the month, Labor Day weekend, it was Western Alaska that was taking all of that rainfall for the first couple of storms, again shooting into Bethel. But then look how that has switched to now be into Southeast. We've seen now close to 10 inches of rain there in Ketchikan, and that number is going to continue to climb as we head into the weekend. That is already about 5 inches more than we had at this point in last September. Typically, at this point in September, we would see about 8 inches, so we do expect a lot of water in the month of September. It is one of the wettest months of the year, but we are even surpassing that number again at 9 1/3 inches. So that is why we do have flood watches in effect here across Southeast, especially for the southern regions. That is where we are seeing those more extreme conditions. and seeing that heavier rainfall. So please use extra caution. Again, we already know that rivers and streams, they are running high in this area. So just be prepared for them to get even higher, than to see some localized flooding as well. If any of you happen to be watching here on Facebook and are tuning in, let me know if you're watching from Southeast. Just what has it been like this past week with that heavy rain, especially near Ketchikan. Again, 9 inches of rain in 1 month, that is a lot, and unfortunately not slowing down until we get into the middle part of next week. Now for South Central, hey, anyone on Facebook watching from South Central, let me know what it's like out your door. We are seeing heavier rain from Seward into Prince William Sound, but just a few showers pushing into the Anchorage Bowl. And I was explaining this earlier, that the main event is down into Southeast and into Prince William Sound. It's kind of like we're at the Alaska State Fair and we're listening to the concert, but we don't have tickets to get in. So you're standing outside and you can hear the band playing, but you're still behind the gate. So the main event, that's in Southeast. That's where all the heavy rain is. Unfortunately, probably not something that you do want to be at. But for those of us in South Central, we're close enough to the storm that we can see the impacts of it. But again, we're not seeing those main impacts for us here right now. Just a few lighter isolated showers, which are heavier as you head closer to Prince William Sound. Zooming out, you can see just the scale of this area of low pressure, pretty large, filling the entire northern Gulf Coast, and that's what's going to stick for the coastal areas, and especially for Southeast as we head into the weekend. And it is getting all of the support from the upper levels of the atmosphere. You can see that deep dip in the jet stream. We call that a trough of low pressure. So not only low pressure at the surface, but low pressure all the way up, even to about 3/4 of the way through the atmosphere. And so this storm just has all the support, all the physics, all the energy that it needs to basically stay in place. And you see those white lines, those faster winds in the jet stream. That's what's aimed at Southeast, and winds just follow that like they're train tracks, and all that heavy rain continuing to push right there into Southeast. So as we head into, again, the rest of Friday night, that trough stays in place. That's where we're still seeing those isolated showers, even in South Central, even into the southwest corner of the state. But as we head into Saturday, there's not much left to that storm for us here in South Central. So I do expect conditions to clear out while we continue to see that heavier rain in Southeast. Rainfall totals still very impressive all the way through Sunday evening. We're talking about 2.5 inches of rain for Juneau, more than 4 inches in Petersburg, more than 2 inches in Ketchikan, and that's on top of what we have already seen here today. So again, do be prepared for that heavy rain. Looking ahead, wet conditions hold in Southeast. Showers linger tomorrow across Prince William Sound, but look what happens. Here we are 10:30 tomorrow morning, and we are already seeing drying and clearing conditions in Anchorage, into the valley, and for the western side of the Kenai Peninsula. A little drizzle, a quick isolated shower in some locations is possible, but more or less I do expect dry conditions for your Saturday. A lot of you have been checking in with me and telling me about all the fall sports that you're doing outdoors tomorrow here in South Central. There's a lot of activities, a lot of things still going on outside. And again, the good news is if you are in South Central, I am expecting mostly dry conditions for us here on Saturday. We'll see showers right up to sunrise tomorrow, and just after sunset, those showers are going to come back here tomorrow evening. And then we will see some showers pushing back in again on Sunday. So if you're trying to take care of some things outside and you want to do it without the rain, I would suggest Saturday, because we will see slightly higher chances for those rain showers on Sunday. Otherwise, the northern half of the state holding on to mostly dry conditions for you. And then we will still see that next storm rolling right into Southeast as well. Rainfall totals in South Central, you can see it's not much. Again, a few light showers here overnight tonight. Most of that is concentrated out near Prince William Sound, and then we will see improving conditions for Saturday. Once we get to Sunday, there goes those numbers. They do start to climb again as we head into early Sunday morning. Temperature wise, not a whole lot's going to change for South Central. Mid to upper 50s, low 60s, right where we expect to be this time of year. For those of you in the interior, mid 50s as well. Some sun breaks still in the mix, mostly dry conditions there. Into Southeast, we're looking at those high temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s, so it is on the warmer side, but still holding on to some breezy winds and some heavier rain. Do be prepared for that. And as you head up north, we're still flirting with that freezing mark on the slope even during the day. 34 degrees for the high temperature in Ukqiavik. Down the west coast, 40s and 50s. A few showers once you get into tomorrow evening out near Bethel, pushing into Dillingham and the Alaska Peninsula. Okay, here is that 7-day forecast as we look ahead to next week. We do have those showers Sunday. Monday right now, I do expect a break. We'll see a quick shot of rain Tuesday night into Wednesday before clearing out again at the end of the week. But look what happens here at the end of the week. We see those temperatures dropping about 5 degrees during the day. And for the first time this season, I'm forecasting high temperatures in the 30s, low temperatures in the 30s overnight for Anchorage Friday morning. That's out at the airport, a low of 39 degrees. If it's 39 at the airport, you know it's going to be at least 5 degrees cooler as you head out to the east side of town. So that is the closest we have been to a potential frost on the east side of town so far this season. So if you do have sensitive plants outside, you still have that garden growing, you really want to stay tuned closely to the forecast as we head through next week, because again, a cooler air pattern is moving through. For Fairbanks, similar story. You're also going to see some rain Tuesday night into Wednesday, even lingering into Thursday morning. But look at these temperatures, mid to upper 40s for highs, and then dipping into the low to mid 30s for low temperatures, starting really as we head into Wednesday morning and then continuing all the way through Friday morning. Those temperatures are going to be just barely above freezing. So if the winds are calm, and again we're seeing some quieter areas, that is where you do want to watch out for the potential for freezing. If I'm forecasting a temperature of 32 or below, I will let you know about that right away. But again, stay tuned to our forecast as we head into next week, and I will let you know about any of those changes. And I just want to leave you tonight with this gorgeous shot from Rick Henry in South Anchorage. Isn't this pretty? I love how you can see just a little hint of the yellow coming through, those fall colors just beginning, but so much green still in place as well. So what a wonderful and lovely time of year, again, where we're just slowly transitioning out of those summer conditions and fall beginning to slowly settle in. The summer was fantastic, and I really think the beginning to fall has been quite lovely as well. We will see that cooler air and eventually that frozen precipitation moving through as well, but not yet. Not yet. Everything is still perfectly liquid. Nothing is frozen for us here just yet. So I do hope you have a great rest of your Friday night. We hope you'll join us right here on Alaska's News Source at 6 p.m. We'll be live. I'll have the latest forecast for you, any updates, and also the news team. They're working hard here just to my right, and they will be live as well with the latest news updates. And if you're watching us on streaming, you can just keep it tuned right here. That'll switch over to the 6 o'clock news. If you're watching on Facebook and you don't happen to have a television set or you don't have cable, you can also switch over to streaming. Just look for that free app on your TV, and you can watch us live at 6 o'clock. We'll see you there. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your Friday evening and a great weekend.